Hello everybody, my name is Amy. Tonight we are finishing off the series Band of Brothers. It's kind of weird because in a way I'm very happy that the horror of the war is ending for Easy Company, but selfishly enough I kind of feel like I'm gonna miss them because I have spent most of my summer either watching episodes here on YouTube or editing in my spare time. So it's kind of a bittersweet feeling tonight. It's called Points. I'm not sure if maybe they're going to state some important points about the war or who got the most medals or something along those lines. But I am hoping we see them go home and see how they settle in back at home. That would be interesting to see. And maybe even some trials to do with what happened in those camps. So this is episode 10, Points. July 1945, Zell am See, Austria.
It was more than 3 years since Louis Nixon and I decided to join the paratroops. Not knowing what would happen to us, how long we'd be fighting, where we'd end up.
You'd appreciate life in a totally different way.
Morning.
There he is.
Here, this from Zelensky.
Oh, great. Ran into the regimental photographer. Said he had all these photographs of the 506. I traded them for a couple of Lugers.
Very handsome.
What do you think you'll do after this?
Well, it's funny you should mention it, because I had a meeting with Colonel Sink. Discussed the possibility of staying.
Oh.
What'd you say?
Said I'd think about it.
I think I would need a change after that.
There's a company in Nixon, New Jersey. It's called Nixon Nitration Work. Oddly enough, I know the owners.
Are you offering me a job?
We'll see how you do in your interview, but,
Yeah, I'll think about it.
It's like Winters is the main man, but Nick just completes him.
I really appreciate it.
It would make sense. They're like brothers. Band of Brothers. Of course they are like brothers.
We'd entered Bavaria in early May, with the hopes of capturing Berchtesgaden. All the heads of the Third Reich had houses there. Although Hitler was dead, he had apparently ordered the SS to make it their last stand from which to mount a guerrilla resistance. The first step was blocking the roads.
Now that looks iffy.
When are we expecting the engineers to arrive?
Half an hour ago.
We're stuck here until they do, Nix.
If you're looking for someone to find another way up that mountain, Easy Company is ready and willing.
I'm just scared rocks are gonna come down and land on them.
One Easy Company in the lead. Have the men assembled down on the Autobahn.
Yes, sir.
Because that does not look safe at all.
Need to find some place we can put the colonel.
How about right there?
He really thought he was something else, didn't he? He has a statue of himself. To think that Hitler was living like a king while millions were dying.
Kitty would love this. How many brides get a wedding present from Hitler?
Looks like it was worth a lot back then, and it's probably worth a lot more now.
I don't even think about it.
He has a problem for stealing. He really does. He has an eye for treasure.
Sir.
More?
Permission to climb the mountain, sir? Eagle's Nest?
Oh.
Harry, 1 Battalion HQ, seal off the north side and prepare for prisoners.
And easy? Easy, you'll head up the mountain through the Ober-Salzberg. And take the Eagle's Nest. The Eagle's Nest was a surprise birthday present for Hitler.
Oh.
It was one of the crown jewels of his empire.
A birthday present. To think that people worshipped him like this. I don't know. I don't think I'd want to live there. There he is.
Here's to him.
Hey, Adolf! Love your Eagle's Nest. I hope you don't mind. We made ourselves at home.
That view.
Listen up. From court, just came in, effective immediately. Want to hear it? Ready for it? Listen up. German army surrendered.
From disbelief.
I got a present for you. Come on. $10,000 bottles of the world's finest liquor, wine, and champagne helped Easy Company mark the day the war in Europe came to an end.
Jesus.
Take what you want and have each company take a truckload. We're heading for Austria in the morning.
Austria, sir.
Happy VE Day.
Yeah.
I have a feeling a few people are gonna get drunk.
No one wanted to leave Berchtesgaden until they saw Austria.
Wow. Now there I could live. That's so pretty.
We'll be comfortable here.
Yep, I think you'll be comfortable there too.
I wonder what will happen to us, to people like you and me, when there are finally no more wars to occupy us.
Oh, we don't like him.
Please accept this as my formal surrender, Major.
You may keep your sidearm, Colonel.
It's amazing to think how many people followed along with Hitler.
Along the Japs' southern defense line, the Yanks progress slowly, facing one of the fiercest artillery barrages of the war. A victory that can only be won by worked war bonds and heroic sacrifice.
So, when are we going?
We don't have a date yet. I don't know how long we're waiting here for orders, but I want those veterans who are staying, all new replacements ready to fight.
It's never over.
Get your NCOs on it.
soon as you think they might make it home, nope.
What are you crouching down for, Perko?
Leave me alone.
They're gonna get him. Down.
Oh, God damn it, Shifty. Army ought to be glad to be rid of you.
I wish, you know. Seems they want me to stay around a while. How many points you need? 15. 15? Jesus Christ, I thought I had it bad.
That's where the points things comes in.
No Purple Hearts, never was injured.
So if they have enough hearts, they get to go home?
Right shoulder! Here!
General Taylor is aware that many veterans, including Normandy veterans, still do not have the 85 points required to be discharged.
Oh my God, really?
On this, the anniversary of D-Day, he has authorized a lottery to send one man home in each company.
A lottery pool.
For Easy Company, the winner is...
Come on.
Sergeant Darrell C. Powers.
That's how it's done, Shifty.
They're all still so happy for him.
General Taylor has also announced that the 101st Airborne Division will definitely be redeployed to the Pacific.
I always thought you'd had to do a certain amount of years before you went home. I didn't know it had anything to do with points.
Don't mean to interrupt you, sir. I just wanted to, say goodbye.
Oh.
Well, it's been a long time.
He's just been by them the whole time, hasn't he?
Back home in Virginia. I just don't rightly know how I'm going to explain all this. You see, I seen...
You're a hell of a fine soldier, Shifty. There's nothing more to explain.
Thank you, sir.
It feels so misunderstood because no one would understand if they haven't been through it.
2 days later, Shifty Powers was on a truck. Unfortunately, the truck was hit head-on by a drunken corporal from another regiment. Shifty had a broken pelvis and a bad concussion. He survived, but had to spend the next few months in a series of hospitals.
Oh, that's so unlucky.
Wounded in Normandy.
Yes, sir.
So you were given command of the company on D-Day?
That's right.
Bastards took your company away.
He's having flashbacks. He's never gonna get that kid out of his head. Time helps, but it doesn't take everything away.
Why do you want to leave your men?
Well, it's not that, sir. It's just that if the war was still on in the Pacific and I could do some good over there.
If you think you need more combat experience to get stars on your helmet, let me tell you something, son. You've done enough.
Yeah, you have.
If they do go to the Pacific eventually, you should be running one of the battalions. And frankly, I think you men have earned the right to keep you around.
Thank you, sir. So I would stay in Austria for the time being, trying to watch over soldiers who had no enemy to fight.
Lieb, I fucking hate this.
One of those Polacks what was at the slave camp said this is where the guy lives, right here.
Which camp?
Whatever camp.
Does Major Winters know about this?
Doesn't matter here.
Oh, the fuck it doesn't.
What if I think I've missed something.
What if this guy's just a soldier? What if he's innocent?
You know what? What if he's a fucking Nazi commandant of a fucking slave camp? Where the hell have you been for the past 3 years?
Wer sind Sie?
Sie sind der Kommandant.
Gehen Sie hinaus.
Sie sind der Kommandant.
Welcher Kommandant?
No.
Sie haben die falsche Person.
Don't lie to me.
Sie täuschen sich. Sie können nicht hier reinkommen.
Sie können
nicht hier reinkommen.
What if you're wrong?
Nein! Nein! Bitte nicht schießen! Bitte!
Oh dear. He might regret later on in life what he's doing right now.
He's guilty.
He's guilty. How do they know that?
Liebgott says so.
Oh shit, he's still alive.
Damn, son of a bitch. Shoot him. Shoot him!
No.
He hates them.
Officers don't run.
Oh god, I hope he was right.
The war's over, anybody would run.
Summer in this alpine paradise should have been a welcome relief, especially now that we were at peace with the Germans.
Hey, Webster! My relief! Hey, I got me a new enemy. The Japs. 75 points. How about you? I mean, you're a Toccoa guy, right? How many you got?
Probably quite a few.
Wouldn't you like to know? Go ahead, take off. It's my turn.
Okay, see you back at the farm.
I have 81 points.
Well, it's just not good enough.
You'd think they'd gone through enough already. No.
Oh, Jesus.
Did that really just happen?
It's Private Janovac.
He was dead when they brought him in.
That's just not fair, is it?
75 points. He was 10 points short.
Young men who wanted to be home with their family, who'd served with distinction since before Normandy, were stuck here because they didn't have the points.
It just seems unfair.
What they did have plenty of were weapons, alcohol, and too much time on their
to get out of his harness. Shoves a trench knife up against his throat and screams, "Whose side are you on?"
What happened to him?
Got his leg blown off in Bastogne. You okay, Matt? You need some help?
They wouldn't give me any gas. Krauts.
Oh my god.
Do you have any gas? Why don't you give me a weapon?
Hold on a second now, right?
Jesus. He's not gonna make it. You'd need a brain surgeon. And even if you had one, I don't think there's any hope.
Jesus Christ, really?
Come on, help me.
What are you doing?
We're gonna go find a brain surgeon. Open up. Get in the Jeep.
Where are we going?
To the hospital. Get in.
Oh, he's a brain surgeon, okay.
What happened to him?
He was shot in the head.
If you want him to live, you'll help me. First, by putting that away.
Probably is a good idea not to make him nervous.
Let me drive.
No, don't let him drive. Why would he need to drive?
We'll get there faster.
Why would he get there faster? Because he's driving. And remember the direction.
Somebody's taking a bigger beat than me or him. You alright?
No, everyone's angry. No one's alright.
I should go in there and stop this. Boyd, let's just play cards, alright?
Where is he?
How's Grant?
Shit.
Where is he? Is he okay?
Where is he?
Most episodes have been dark, but this one seems dark in a totally different way.
That's him? That's him.
Is he gonna take his turn as well?
Where's the weapon? What weapon? When you talk to an officer, you say, sir.
Is he really gonna do it? He's hesitating. No, don't do it. Don't do it. You're hesitating. Don't. You'll just regret it.
Have the MPs take care of this piece of shit.
I'm guessing they were Hitler's photo album, sir.
So you looked at him, but you didn't take him?
That's right, sir.
I don't believe you. I'll be watching you. You're dismissed.
There's still so much tension in the air.
So what else is on your mind?
I know Easy Company's gonna need a commanding officer post-war, somebody to keep them from killing each other. I mean, it's absolutely irresponsible to leave them in the hands of the wrong person.
So you've decided to stay in the army?
Yes, I'm gonna stay with the men.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Captain Sobel?
Major Winters?
Yeah, there he is again.
Captain Sobel.
We salute the rank, not the man.
Es war ein harter Krieg.
You got?
Man, it's been a long war. It's been a tough war. You fought bravely, proudly for your country.
Ihr seid ineinander einen Zusammenhalt gefunden hat.
We found in one another a bond that exists only in combat.
Unter Kameraden,
among brothers,
die Fuchshöhlen geteilt haben.
We've shared foxholes. We've seen death and suffered together.
Ich bin stolz.
I'm proud to have served with each and every one of you. You deserve long and happy lives in peace.
It was a nice speech. It's just sad. Hey.
But Compton came back to see the company to let us know that he was all right. He became a prosecutor in Los Angeles. David Webster became a writer for the Saturday Evening Post and Wall Street Journal. In 1961, he went out on the ocean alone and was never seen again. Johnny Martin would return to his job at the railroad. He splits his time between Arizona and a place in Montana. George Luz. And as a testament to his character, 1,600 people attended his funeral.
Oh.
Doc Rowe died in Louisiana in 1998. Frank Percani returned to Chicago and worked a postal route as a mailman. Joe Liebgott returned to San Francisco and drove his cab. Bull Ranneman was one of the best soldiers I ever had. Alton Moore returned to Wyoming with a unique souvenir: Hitler's personal photo albums. He was killed in a car accident in 1958. Floyd Talbert, we all lost touch with in civilian life until he showed up just before his death in 1981. How we lived our lives after the war was as varied as each man.
Yeah, I bet.
Carwood Lipton became a glass-making executive. He has a nice life in North Carolina. Harry Welsh, he married Kitty Grogan. Ronald Spears stayed in the Army. He retired a lieutenant colonel.
This morning, President Truman received the unconditional surrender from the Japanese. War's over.
Officially. Finally.
Lewis Nixon had some tough times after the war. Then in 1956, he married a woman named Grace, and everything came together for him. My friend Lou died in 1995.
It's making me upset. I don't know why. I'm sorry, it just came out of nowhere.
I stayed around Hershey, Pennsylvania, finally finding a little farm where I still live today. There is not a day that goes by that I do not think of the men I served with who never got to enjoy the world without war.
It's a very unusual feeling, and it's a very unusual bonding.
We knew that we could depend on each other.
Oh, he's Lipton, okay.
And so we were a close-knit group.
I don't know anybody that I admire more than Bill Garnier and Joe Toy.
I'm just one part of the big war, that's all. One little part.
They picked a good actor for Bill.
The real heroes are the fellows that are still buried over there.
Baby.
And those that come home to be buried.
You thought that you could do just about anything. And after the war was over and you came back out, I lost all that confidence.
Well, he's hoping to stay alive, that's all. Yeah.
From this day to the ending of the world, we in it shall be remembered. We lucky few, we band of brothers.
I cherish the memories of a question my grandson asked me the other day. Grandpa, were you a hero in the war? Grandpa said no.
Grandpa's wrong.
but I served in a company of heroes.
They were all heroes. Wow, I thought I was holding it together pretty well. I don't know where that came from. That just hit me hard near the end there. It's weird. I'm like happy at the same time I feel sad. That was an excellent series. And I think it's very important to watch. I really do. All this happened because of one person's ideology, and it wasn't that long ago. Millions of people died. And then there was the ripple effect of the soldiers that did survive, and then their families probably not recognizing the man that has come back after being in the war for all those years and seeing all the horrific things that they've seen. If I had to choose two favorite people from the series, it would be Winters for obvious reasons. He is the brains, he feels for his men. I would gladly follow him blindly into any situation. The trust is there. You can tell that he's a good man. And the second one, weirdly enough, of course you fall in love with the characters for loads of different reasons, but I think Luz plays a very important role. He just keeps everyone's morale up. He always has that quirky joke, or you would just need him. In every situation, he manages to make people smile. And I think that's so important. And of course, everyone plays their part. They all play a very important role. But I think those were my favourite characters, was Winters and Luz. And the episodes that stick out to me the most are Why We Fight. Just to think that happened is horrifying in itself. It's crazy. It really is crazy to think that people thought that was okay and they were doing the world a favour, because they really were just showing how evil people can be. But the episode which really sticks with me when I think back on the whole series is the breaking point. Sorry, I had to think about that one then. And I think it's because the bond that these guys have is like family. And I think I'm speaking for a lot of people when I say their worst nightmare would be losing their family. And that's literally what's happening to them. It's terrifying. That one, yeah, it really, that one was hard. So we have finished Band of Brothers, and I would like to say a great big thank you to everyone who has been following along with me. I have seen that there are quite a few comments, so I'll be catching up on all that in the next few days. And of course, a great big thank you to everyone who has sacrificed and served. There is a reason why we have the freedom and rights that we have today. Until next time, take care of yourself. Like and subscribe. Bye.